Yeah, I will go back. We'll go back a little bit towards the fire. Past the pot. Barang kulunggala pe. Ay, fambe. Lama ate fambe. Ay, fambe. Na ikuwe na fambe. Pero man pag. Let's carry on. I found them. It's really amazing. Once again, I'm coming back to the same part. We're going to walk down the street and we're going to see the ladies what they're saying. Is got no water from the beginning. Ladies, especially our mothers, they carry, even young girls, because in our culture, what's going on behind there is the cricket to celebrate. Some of them, they bring crickets right here. What they're saying, in Christmas, they have to bring water from the distance. For the old pots that are here, the women in our culture, they carry buckets, 25 liters of water for at least 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, depend where the water will be. So in our nature, as you can see, it's really, when it comes to water infrastructure, as you can see, the pipes, some of the pipes has been here over 20 years. They're not providing water. The pipe itself is rotten underneath. So the water might take 3 months for this pipe to come on, and it really, how I 6. The lady said it will take 6 months. And some of them, unfortunately, if we have started this yesterday, for the water that they're using there, they're carrying from our next village, which is called Utah. There's the water that's coming on from the pipes there and carry right here. So we're going to go down to the pots and check. It's really, in our culture, all of us have to understand the ladies is the one that carry water. The men will go and work around the neighboring reserve, which is Juma, Malamala, Londolozi, all those areas, in able to bring cash from the village to buy food. As I said, we have the extended family, which we have aunts and sisters, cousins and nieces, that we're really taking care of them. And first, I mean, really, today is an amazing day, because WildEarth and we angels, they're able to organize a Christmas for the whole entire community, which I get relief on that. There's no pressure because there's a food for everyone as we the community, the society. Let's go down and take the pause then and check around. I found them there. I found them.
Yeah, I think the main thing that I really wanted to mention and speak about as well is something that Rexon brought up, and there's various points. Unfortunately, we can't walk around the whole village now, but Rexon earlier showed you some of the taps. Now around Dixie, if you had to draw a basic town grid, if you had to sort of draw a few blocks, you would end up with the soccer field where we are now, the soccer field where the tent is, we're doing the cooking, as being almost the focal point of the village. The community centre is behind, the school's there, and from there's a few blocks being a very, very different word from the way you would think of it. A few streets going out with a few houses in between, and interestingly enough, there are some water pipes laid already. That just some of them haven't been have been dry for a number of years. How exactly it fits together, I'm not exactly sure either. We've tried to have a look before. James as well be with us, and at some stage obviously understand what grid is available. But of the available grid, which is minimal already, I mean, I'll try to change this now. We've 2 taps in the whole village, 2 taps that work most of the time. That none of the houses actually have water in the taps, or water in the taps. Sorry guys, I've been up since, like I said earlier. But you know, when I was little growing up, if you wanted to brush your teeth or have a drink of water, you would never mind go to the fridge, get a cold drink out of it, but you would go to the tap in the bathroom or one of the basins and you would just use the water. You don't really think of it. You know, there'd be a tap outside for the garden, there'd be various taps in the house. Around here at the moment in Dixie, there's 2 taps that are working. A while back I took some photographs of some of the ladies, we'll get some of them out, and I added to them. And it's the 1 tap here, back here, that's working, and there's one a bit further down. And on average, a lot of these ladies spend 6 hours a day collecting, obviously for themselves, but also for their neighbours and so on. Some people are off working. You know, some of the men and women are working in lodges or whatever is around in the area. And a large even some of the kids would often spend time helping to water to the room. That's not a problem. Obviously lived like that, and it's much better to have some water than no water. But the access to water, I think, is by far the most basic thing, not just for us, but for life in general. We spoke about it a while, all that rain, how amazing it is, how you see things flourish with water. So something we're going to look at, and the amazing thing of it is that a lot of this happened and has happened and will happen because of your involvement. Obviously today's amazing experience of all the presents, and I'm going to maybe talk about that more just now. It's very interesting to see the kids' faces. The happiness sort of is coming through more and more now. They're starting to play and relax again. Most of their kids have never unwrapped a present before, so that was a special thing, and that was done directly by your involvement from a financial point of view as well, obviously as a social point of view. But with the next step, with what can happen through Amazing, which is what facilitates basically what we've done so far, is that the next step, this water project, if we can make it work, will be incredible, because it'll be because of your involvement, not because of financial giving or so on. I mean, it's been phenomenal how many people have contributed financially, but because of the fact that we are all saying together we want to do something. We all said together we're going to take some kids to the movie, then we all said together we're going to have Christmas in Dixie, and suddenly we are here. We've got hundreds of kilograms of meat. We gave out 140 plus presents. There's people from the lodges, there's people here from Holland, England, and from Los Angeles. I had a quick chat with the guests as well. They came to have a look, they heard about what's going on today. So it's because of the involvement. We all said together, this is what we're going to do, we're going to make something happen, and it happened. Now the next step can financially happen from Dixie because of what we have done together from WildEarth, and I'm running a bit now because it's something that I'm only starting to grasp how cool that is. It is the fact that you're saying, yes, I want to be involved, which is going to make the next step of the difference. So yeah, that was the one thing. What it is a soccer ball just going faster back. It's sort of an instinctive thing, you know. You see a bunch of boys playing soccer and you see a ball rolling, you just want to run and kick it. But it's a very difficult thing, I think, to let's have a look at those kids over there, Herman. Sorry, just they're all saying hello there to one of the guests actually. Old Fundo in the front there, one of Rex's boys. And like I said, it is amazing to see how different people can link up from different parts of the world. But it's very difficult, if not near impossible, to really explain to you village life. We're doing it more and more so. The fact that you're here today with us is doing more of it. But it is a total different way of life than we ever really imagine. We can share some of it, and of course that is brilliant, because in a way, not in a way, directly, we are enriching lives around here, and these lives are enriching ours as well. You know, I see some of these children smiling. I saw Trudy earlier, Pitt's daughter, and every time I see her and there's this amazing smile, it is something that enriches me personally as well, and I'm sure it does the same for you. I was planning to talk a bit longer actually. Originally the plan was to show you around a bit more, but Rexon's done a very good job. Obviously his village, he knows it well, he knows everyone here, and in a little bit I'm going to take over from Herman in the camera, and all we're going to do is just walk around. I'm going to kit up, so you won't actually have someone presenting it, which is a bit different. But I just want to basically give you a bit of a view around without too much being shown and told to you. Just to have a look around and show a few faces and a few people. Also because the people are quite used to me also carrying a camera around, the same as with Herman, so they forget about the camera. In terms of the organizing, sorry about the late, sorry about this and that, and you know, there's a few things you can't change, the rain and everything. And but again, like, you can have a plan, and the plan worked. A lot of happy people. We can have a lot of happy people eating a bit later, and we have literally just adapted to what's possible. Everything from a technical point of view, we're seeing and sharing, and that alone has been a phenomenal experience. I think in terms of the Christmas Day, if I could speak for the very core of the WildEarth crew that's all out here, Herman, Peter Braat, myself and Leishan Sipiwe, who's been back in the final control room earlier this morning. Leishan is in the final control now. Sipiwe has come out to join us here. Peter's back as well. It's been a phenomenal core group experience, and that obviously spans out to Emily and Graham, who started the whole thing, and to everyone else from the We Angels and everyone else that necessarily weren't part of We Angels but are part of WildEarth. It is one big effort that is touching. I find myself more and more these days becoming emotional when I speak about these things. So let's have a quicker look around. Kika. She doesn't want